Okie dokie. We are back. And we're going to play some guitar. Got my pick here. And we're going to pull up the tabs for The Otter. Got it pulled up already. Alright, here we go. We're going to see how this goes. Until someone joins, we're going to sing Camp. I'm floating in deep water like the unfamiliar otter. Someone's daughter, I'm going to lose float. Welcome in, people, welcome in. And I know that I love her, for the stars and all they cover have told me like no other, quite like her. Hope you don't mind, love, but I wrote you a song. Standing in time, love, I hope you'll sing along. And I don't understand how it all began. Fucking shit. And I don't understand how it'll end. How will it end? Will it end? Hello everyone, hello, welcome in. And that was The Otter by Camp. Camp is a fantastic band. Hope you guys have been having a good... Wait, is it a Monday? No, it's a Tuesday. No, it's a Wednesday. Is it really a Wednesday? How do I not know this? It's 7:47. Good time, by the way. And it is 7:47. It's on Wednesday. And hope you guys have been having a good Wednesday. Yeah. I've been having a great Wednesday. Boom, 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 boom. But yeah, the topic today is what's been on your mind lately. We can chit-chat about literally anything. Literally whatever we want to talk about. We can talk. But until then, I'll just keep playing guitar until someone requests up, or I'll just, if you want to type in the chat, you can do that too. Knicks or Spurs? I'm not a basketball fan. That's NBA, right? And NBA. See, I know a little bit about sports, guys. Knicks or Spurs? I don't even know where Knicks and Spurs are located in the United States. I think Knicks are like blue and white, and Spurs were like red, maybe? I don't even know. Probably not. So if you can even tell by my lack of knowledge on NBA teams, I can't even give you a good answer on that. So I don't know. Knicks are in Miami, Spurs are in Louisiana. Okay. I'm not surprising. I'm surprising my boyfriend with a trip for his B-day, and I'm so excited. It's so hard not to tell him. Yes. Okay, that's awesome. That's so cool. I hope you guys have a good trip. That is fantastic. It's so fun, like knowing that you're gonna surprise someone, and like seeing their reactions to it is always a fun time. So that's awesome you're doing that. I hope you guys have a good trip. I'm gonna someday, my baby, when I am a man, and others have taught me the best that they can, they'll sell me a suit and cut off my hair and send me to work in tall buildings. So it's goodbye to the sunshine, goodbye to the dew, and goodbye to flowers and is requesting up, so we're gonna stop because who wants to hear me sing, right?
Yo,
Hello.
what's good?
How you doing?
Good, yeah. How are you, fam?
I'm from the United States.
Oh, no, I said, how are you, man?
Oh, I'm doing good. I appreciate you asking. So yeah, what's
Yes,
been on your
sir.
mind lately?
It's been on my mind, yeah. It's been this Tel Aviv trip. Fucking excited, yeah.
The
Big
what
man.
trip?
Tel Aviv, you know Tel Aviv?
Tel Aviv. I've never heard of Tel Aviv.
What? For real?
I don't think so. What is Tel Aviv?
Oh, it's this amazing place in Israel. It has a lot of gays. There's a lot of stuff that's like America. Yeah, big man thing. You never heard of it?
Let me look it up. How do you spell it? T L
TELAVIV.
Tel Aviv. Oh, Tel. It's like 2 words.
Yeah.
Aviv.
You ever heard of Israel?
I've never heard of that. That's so strange.
You never
Um,
heard of Israel?
yeah, I've heard of Israel, of course. Tel Aviv,
Yeah.
I have not. So it's like a city in Israel. Okay, interesting. I'm gonna go to maps so I can
We,
be more educated on where this is located. Well, I know where Israel is located. Yeah, okay, but Tel Aviv is
yeah.
this part right here. Ah, dude.
We're
Okay,
gonna go over there. We're gonna learn how to be bankers. Yeah, because them man, they know how to do it. You know what I'm saying?
gonna be bankers. Is it safe to go over there
Yeah.
right now? Is it like aren't they at war with?
Nah, but the tickets in that is gonna be like low in that,
It's gonna
so
be
it's
low.
alright.
What are you guys
Yeah,
gonna
plane ticket in
plan?
that.
What do you plan on doing down in Tel Aviv? If you don't mind sharing.
Just gonna learn about all that
Oh, business
how to
specifically?
bank, how to get these goyams in line. You know what I'm saying?
I
Stuff
guess I
like
don't
that.
know.
Oh, you don't know? It's alright. It's alright. You gotta know, blood.
Oh, he left. Okay, good talking with you. Good talking with you. We got someone else coming up, anyways, who is going to be the next guest. Limitless. You're up next. Hello.
That's unfortunate. I wanted to talk to him about the goyim, but it's
What's
all good.
what's the goyim? I'm learning so many terms today.
Basically, it's a derogatory term that Jews like call everyone else that they don't agree with.
Interesting. I've never heard about that. So it's like, is that like a slur or just like a
Yes,
term?
yes, it's a
We shouldn't
slur for
say.
the
We ought not to say
that.
slurs on
So
TikTok.
I listen to Nick Fuentes and like he has a hat that he's all about the goyim, right? So like GIA, goyim intelligence agency. Like I don't know if you guys listen to him or not, but anywho, no, it's just it's something for them, like Israelite Jews, Zionists that are like crazy and hate everyone other than themselves, kind of thing. That's what they say. So
Interesting. Was that what's been on your mind lately?
no, no, absolutely not. I saw the other guy. I joined and I was gonna just debate with him, but it's all good. He left, so
We don't need
no.
debates.
What's on my mind lately is how we fund Israel here in America. I don't know if you're American or not.
Yes.
But why the fuck are we doing that personally? And
Right.
it just doesn't make sense to me. Like, why are our congressmen, senators outside of their office have an Israel flag instead of American? It
We
should be
do.
America first, sir.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I just like I'm curious. I'm just like they do. Okay, I didn't know that.
Yes, yes, and it should be America first. Period. It sickens me the corruption within the government going. I mean, it's not only this administration; it goes back every administration, right? And
Well, yeah,
it's
yeah.
just it's disturbing. And the more and more I speak on here, and I speak or I see these like podcasters, I'm starting to realize the only people that are with this shit is boomers. America is starting to wake up, and they're
With
going,
what?
"Hey,
With what? Like in what
the
regards?
support for Israel that doesn't make any sense,
Oh,
brother."
so the boomers are in support of Israel.
Absolutely, absolutely.
It's interesting because I don't like I'm not like super educated with politics in the first place. I don't really know too much about the war. Like I know what's going on, but I don't understand why we have to fund them either. Because like it doesn't didn't they like bomb like a school? Isn't that something that happened?
Well, no, let's be clear. Yeah, no, that was fucked up. Okay.
Right.
Um, but at the end of the day, too, I mean, yes, that we did do that. And again, our government is denying it for whatever reason, obviously because they don't want, you know, a bad light on them. But at the end of the day, we all know the truth. And the truth is that we did that and we went over there. By the way, it's incredibly insane to think that we did Midnight Hammer, Operation Midnight Hammer, which was where we got rid of, or we took the B 2 bombers and we bombed their uranium site, right, in Iran.
Okay.
That should have just
That's
been the end of it.
right. But it's
But
still going
for
on.
whatever, yeah, but for whatever reason, oh, guess what? We went over there because of Israel again. And we bombed the shit out of these guys. Now they have the Strait of Hormuz. And everyone's, oh, no, we control the Strait. No, we do not. There's a blockade beyond the Strait of Hormuz, okay? And no one is getting in or out because of our blockade and them controlling the strait. Period. And now we're not.
I'm sorry. I'm just trying to understand. But sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Yeah.
Keep going.
No, you're good, man. You're good.
So we have a blockade in the Strait of Hormuz. Hormuz? How do you pronounce it?
Hormuz, yes.
Hormuz. So we have a
Hormuz,
blockade.
or I think it's Hormuz, yeah.
But we don't control it. So Iran does. Is that right?
No. There's a reason why our destroyers and our ships cannot go into the actual strait. Because we tried that before and we got bombed or we got droned once, and that's why one of our destroyers had to go back to get fixed. I mean,
okay.
People don't realize, like, they're believing the media, which is insane, because all they do is lie. But at the end of the day, no, there's a reason why we can't go in there with our ships, our destroyers, and all the things, because we can't control what Iran would do to our government things, our ships. Right. And now it's gotten to a point where, guess what? We can't go back over there and put boots on the ground or really do any kind of bombing again, because now they have systems that can intercept our planes. And the Pentagon came out with this saying, hey, we're not going back in. It's not a good idea. They can now do this. I mean, it's all common facts, guys. Like, just look it up.
Where do you look it up if, like, every news article is misinformation? Like, where do you find this at?
Government. The
government
gov
website. So .gov.
Okay. Yes.
Interesting. So even like BBC, like outside like different countries, like they don't have like factual information about what's going on.
I'm not saying that they don't have factual information, but it's misleading information, right?
Misleading, yeah.
Okay, so like, for instance, do you know who controls the media, music, and everything in the USA? It's. You know who it is?
Probably a wealthy person. Is that right?
Okay, well, it's owned by Larry Ellison. He's a billionaire like Jew that is in support of Israel. Paramount Plus bought HBO, which owns CNN and I think PBS and like some other places, and now it's crazy, bro.
Yeah, it's concerning that, you know, all these different companies are like merging into one. It's gonna be just one ultra mega company in the end, but it's kind of concerning.
No, it's very concerning, and I mean that's why even now today, like I service and sell automotive equipment, in Texas, and when I go into schools or like major facilities, I have to sign a fucking NDA saying I will not boycott Israel.
Boycott Israel.
Yes.
Interesting.
Like, this is a thing, my guy. Like, it's insane. It's insane to the umph degree. And that's just what I do. I can't imagine. I mean, that's why when people like, even like the guy with the UFC recently spoke out about it. I mean, did you see that?
No. What happened with this guy?
No. They got rid of him. He's not allowed to do anything anymore right now. He's not allowed to fight.
This guy spoke up about being against the war in Israel. Did I say that right?
Yes. I'm telling you, our country is being controlled by these people, and it's very sickening, and it's disturbing, to be honest with you. And now we're about to do this thing where they want them to be integrated within our military, and I'm like, why the fuck would we do this? Like that, they had cell phones that they gave to, I forgot who it was. It was, I think, Hezbollah or Lebanon or whatever, and they had bombs in them, and they exploded the fucking the cell phones. And now Apple
bombs in the phones.
Yeah, and 17E Apple iPhones now are being made over there in Israel.
Interesting.
I mean, it's like it's never ending, my brother.
I don't know. Like, look, I don't even keep up with half this shit. Like with the news, I don't keep up with the news. I hear all this stuff from you guys when I come on here, which is always interesting. And I don't know what to believe and what not to believe. But there's no reason why I shouldn't believe you because you seem like you're finding things out the
Well,
way you
I'm
do.
very
But
passionate about this, and
right,
it's very just it's heartbreaking to see that, at the end of the day, the people that literally govern over us don't give a fuck about us. They rather support Israel, support immigrants coming in here illegally. I mean, it's too much for me at times. And
and what do you? Go ahead. Sorry.
no, I'm that's all I have to say about that.
What do you think the reason for us getting into war with Iran is in the first place? Like, what's the core?
Again, it's Israel, because at the end of the day, they want to expand their territory. They want to be the new world order over there. And I mean, at the end of the day, if they can take out Iran, there's no other country in the Middle East that could check them, right?
Okay,
Because there's no other country that has uranium capability at this point. And
and then
so if
go
we,
ahead. Sorry.
so if they're taken out, then it's literally just fucking gun ho, and they would have every trade route, they would have every fucking sea route, and Israel themselves would become a new super hub, dude, for the new world. I mean, literally, that's what it would be.
It's interesting because like I've heard there's plans like build like like I don't know even what it is, like a bunch of like resorts or like hotels or whatever, like on the
See,
strip. Or is that something
no,
that like
see,
am I hearing wrong?
well, I don't know about that. I mean, but at the end of the day, as far as that's being concerned, I would say that like Saudi Arabia and like other countries that used to depend on oil are now starting to realize that that's going away. I mean, we have electric cars and things that are coming up into the future, and so their oil is not so dependent. So they're trying to get people more out there for the theme parks, the resorts, like what you're talking about. And
Yeah.
I mean, it just, yeah. I mean, the world is changing little by little, and that's just the reality of what's going on. So,
Yeah, I look. I don't know what to say about it except it's just sad that innocent lives on both sides of this war. Like with Iran and Palestine, I'm thinking not really with Iran, but I don't really know what much
you
about
mean the
Iran.
genocide? The genocide
Yeah,
of these people?
I'm thinking because like that started first, right? And then somehow like it got into Iran and I'm like, what is going on? And it's just
Well,
sad.
no.
I'm just sad that
So
that has to go on.
yeah. I mean, it's still going on in Gaza, to be clear, and
Okay.
they're nuking anyone that tries to like basically tell any kind of news. Any news person going out there, they just nuke them. I mean, they're being targeted. That's
Yeah.
why like 15 people have died now. They're news people.
Oh
Um,
damn. Okay.
at the end of the day, Gaza. Look, man, I'm not gonna lie. What not the Gazan or Palestinian people themselves did, but the people that went on October 7th or whatever the fuck it was, whatever date it was, they went in. You know, they committed a heinous crime. But at this point, I'm like, Palestinians have paid for that 10 times over. You know what I mean? With the deaths of their people, and no one gives a shit about what they're doing over there in Gaza, period. And that, look, I'm not advocating for them, but at the end of the day, it's like, dude, somebody at some point has to go, okay, this is fucked.
Right.
Like, I mean, they literally are being displaced, millions. I'm talking children that had nothing to do with this. And it's just sad to see, dude. And like, our own government in America is complicit in this.
Right.
If not only complicit, but they agree with it and are arming these motherfuckers. And
Right.
that's what I
Yeah.
mean. Like, it's just it's frustrating, and I see now that there's a lot of people that think like me, and we're going, okay, why the hell are we supplying Israel with missiles? Why are we giving them money to continue to do this? Why are we giving them money to do this in Lebanon? Like, it'd be one thing if Israel did it by themselves, but they can't do a goddamn thing without us,
Right.
and
Right.
that's the reality, dude.
And to my understanding too, like not only the Trump administration but the Biden administration was also supporting Israel too, right?
Every administration before JFK supports the Israel nation, dude.
Damn. Okay. Huh.
I literally thought I think now maybe JFK was assassinated by them. I going a little deep there, but at the end of the day, he's the only president that literally said, "I will not do this. I'm not funding y'all," and then he was assassinated 2 weeks later.
So what was so they've been just trying to make Israel a new world order? Is that like the goal, or like what's so like if it happened, if things are happening in that far back, like what have they been trying to do since? Or but the war with Palestine and Gaza has been going on for a while, hasn't it? So
Yeah,
maybe
no,
they're trying to
that's their deal, right?
right,
That's Israel's deal. We have no skin in that game other than supporting them and doing this shit. Okay.
right.
Um, as far as like Israel is concerned, like I say, I don't know why we are so intertwined with this nation. And I don't know why we continue to. I mean, look, man, there has been bills and resolutions passed to fund them for billions of dollars of taxpayer money, and I don't understand why that is. I
Right.
mean, I get, I it may be the banking. I just, but at the end of the day, too, like I say, every major industry within the U.S. is controlled by someone that's from Israel or that's a Jew that supports them. And like you look, you say one thing about these people in any industry, music, UFC, the movies, whatever, you are done. You cannot get another job as long as you live. I mean, that's just the reality, brother. I can't even do it I'm a lonely nobody. And if I go into a school or facility that does not want me to boycott them, I'm fucked. I can't go back in there. And
Right.
this goes for anyone. Like
So
that's a low level peon that has to sign these shit. That has to sign this stuff. I mean, I'm telling you, it's crazy, dude. And we have politicians, mayors, governors coming out on national television going, "If you don't support Israel, I don't support you."
they're saying that, and
I
damn,
mean that's
interesting.
yeah.
I, it's yeah. Just I don't know. I don't know what to think. Well, I know what to think. It's messed up, but
No, it should be America first. Period.
right,
Period.
right.
I mean, there should be no love other than for our own countrymen, and that's what infuriates me. Like the money that we send over to them, we could like put into housing, homelessness, like veterans,
Yeah,
like so
exactly.
many things over here.
Right. I think. Well, I saw like. Well, I don't even know, but like going into war has cost us billions, hasn't it? Hasn't it? Has it? Or am I just making up a
Oh no,
number?
definitely, and
Okay.
also we've used a shit ton of our intercepting, like missiles for drones coming in or missiles, and like, dude, it's cost us so much money, dude,
And
and we have nothing to show for it.
is that coming from our military budget, or just like are we just coming up with that number just wherever? Like, do you
Oh
know where
no,
it's coming
that's
from?
coming from taxpayers. I mean, they literally look. We're in
How
debt to begin with.
how do we have that money, but we can't like fund like homelessness or like Medicaid or like Social Security more or whatever it might be? Because I think we're trying to cut Social
No,
Security
yeah,
and
Social
Medicaid, right?
Security. It's going to go out the window soon.
Right.
No, I'm completely with you, and I again, they don't give a shit about us. That's what I'm trying to say. Like at the end of the day, our government, and like I say, it seems like every day people more and more are starting to wake up to the fact that our own government doesn't care about us, dude. And
Yeah.
the
Uh,
politicians that run it don't care about the American people. That's been made clear as day. And I'm telling you, a change is going to happen. If it's not now, it's going to be in the next 10 years when the boomers are out. Because I mean, like for instance, Thomas Massey in his state, right? He was the
okay.
only Republican in Congress that decided to stand up against Trump for the Epstein files and not voting to support Israel with the money. And
Right.
also, he was never paid by APAC. I don't know if you know what APAC is, but
Sounds familiar. But
it
what's it? What's that again?
APAC is basically a neutral funded thing from Israel that basically funds the Republican people. I mean that try and vote for off. I mean, go for office.
I'm gonna look it up.
So Thomas Massey had been in his seat for what, 13 years, and then some fucking nobody comes out of nowhere that Trump endorsed, but they threw APAC through, it was like $13 million into endorsing this guy, and then he got voted in.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, then it begs the question. Okay, does our vote even fucking matter?
Right. So when
And,
you say, oh, go ahead, go ahead.
no, I'm done, brother. Go ahead.
No, you're good. Like when you say a change needs to happen, it might not be for 10 years or so, or like, what do you think that change looks like if we could make a difference?
We have to vote in people that care about us, not people that support another nation, that support something again that's not America first. I mean,
Right.
that in simple terms, that's what it is, man. I mean, I mean, there's a list of things, but like at the end of the day, all I want is for a candidate to actually care about us, American people.
Right. Right.
I want somebody to like care about the state level. I want them to care about housing. I want them to care about homelessness. I want them to care about veterans. I want them to care about anything that has anything to do with us, period, man.
Right.
Not anybody else other than us. Period.
Right. I think part of it too is getting money out of politics. Like if like billionaires or millionaires can influence who gets elected, I think we need to work on not allowing that and get more people that you know the people want. And I don't know how that works. Um, but
Well,
I agree with what you're saying.
I feel like too. I mean, look, man, if you're pushed against the wall, eventually you're going to push back, right?
Right.
And I feel like the American people are getting to the point where they're going, okay, this is insanity. Like, I mean, like Trump, for instance. I believed in this guy the first time, even the second time, and then I had my doubts, but now I know for a fact he's a fucking joke. I mean, I don't mean to say it how it is, but the guy has not delivered on any of his fucking promises, and he's broken all of them. I mean,
Yes. He's
he campaigned on no new wars. Here we are with Iran. He campaigned on we're going to get illegals out of here. He hasn't done
right.
shit.
Right.
I
This
mean,
is interesting because like I'm glad that you can see like that at least because there's still people like my dad that's like gung ho Trump MAGA fan with like a
see
flag
that's what I'm
inside his
saying by
house.
that's why I'm
Right.
saying by boomers, brother.
Right. Right. And it's good that like you can like think through these things and not just be persuaded by someone and like worship whatever he says, right? Because like I find it
No,
comical because I brought up the no new wars to my dad, and he's like, "Well, it's hard to keep promises." I'm like, Jesus Christ.
no. Actually, that's what he campaigned on.
Right, right.
That
Well, like
it's
release the files, right? Like
infuriating.
release the Epstein files, and then
Yeah,
more
no, and
files, and
he
then
hasn't done
right,
that either.
right, right. So it's been that way with
If you
him.
have nothing to hide, just fucking release it. Like, I
Right, right,
mean, even if there was nothing to hide, why hide it?
right.
Like, fuck all the billionaires and the millionaires that are in there. Like, just let it loose. You know what I mean? People need to be held accountable.
Yes, yes. It's yeah.
It's
You're right.
infuriating, dude.
It
It's
is. It is.
infuriating.
It is.
And so here we are as Americans going, okay, we believed in somebody to do something. He fucks us all. He's part of the cog, which is the wheel that is never ending. And it's like, why can't we just get somebody to do what they fucking said they were going to do? I mean,
Right.
that's where I'm at.
Yeah, I
I'm
hear
I'm
you.
sorry, man. I'm upset about
No,
it. You know what I'm saying?
no, you're good, man. I appreciate you just for being on here and being open and vocal about it. You know, I think it's good just to let it out and just getting the information out here because it's educated me. You know, so if anything, I appreciate you just for talking about it.
Yeah, man. And yeah, look, I don't think any president's been good, but I mean, it's just like something's got to change, man.
Right.
Like people are not believing; they don't like what's going on, and I don't want. I hate to say it like it is. Like I think like maybe there might be some kind of like fucking civil war maybe or whatever, but you
Ooh,
know, it's like
ooh.
I
We
know
can
it's
we can find something before that. I hope.
no, I hope that there's reason and all the things, but I mean, when you have somebody literally like Trump, you know, sucking Israel's thing, you know what I'm saying? It's like, how do you find a common ground there? And then you have his lackeys, like total. I mean, look at the FBI. I mean, it's insanity to think that Charlie Kirk got assassinated, and there's so many discrepancies within that. But they just said, okay, it's done. Like it's all good. We've closed this. Like it doesn't make any sense, man.
They found the
Like
guy. Didn't they find the guy that shot him?
yeah, but there's too many things leading up to the point of his arrest that don't make sense.
Okay, I never heard about any of this, so I don't know.
Well, I mean, you can do your own deep diving into that, or just like
Right.
his wife taking over Turning Point USA.
I've
Like
seen that.
like that's insanity. Nor did he ever endorse that, right? Not once on television or
Right.
on any camera. They go, "I want my wife to take over this." Like, but they made it seem like that was the deal, and that's not the deal. I mean, and her past history is insane, dude. She was a pageant or a Miss whatever America for Trump. I mean, dude, it is deep. It is deep. I I mean, do
Interesting.
you know what I'm talking? You know what I'm talking about or no?
I can pick up the patterns and see what you're saying.
Dude, she's insane, dude.
She
So
seems insane. Just by I saw some screenshots
look
from
at her
her.
fucking eyes. Look at her
Right.
eyes.
You can tell in the eyes with people, right? And like how like
It,
their eyes look is really
like the
you can
devil.
tell.
Like
Right. It's
the
just like
devil.
I don't even know. I can't do it, but
I know you can't. Neither can I.
I can do this, but I don't. That's about
No,
it.
no, no, dude. She's like I think she encumbrances evil, and I think she was his handler, man.
Ooh,
I mean, literally.
I'd be careful calling people
Um.
evil.
Oh no,
Wrong or
she,
bad, perhaps.
dude. Those eyes, they're crazy, dude.
It reminds me of that mega church guy. He's really
Yes,
creepy.
yes. The
Oh
one
my
that
god.
the one was like, "Don't you fucking say it to me!"
I don't know. I don't know if that's that guy, but like there's a clear image of this guy in my head with the crazy eyes, and I'm like, oh my god, oh man. But yeah, it's interesting how that's linked to Trump with being the Miss America. You said with her.
Yeah, no, she's dude. Just look into it.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
will.
she is not. She's not what she said she is. She got kicked out of. She's not allowed in Romania, the country, because of. I'm not even going to go into it, man.
No, you're good. There's also another concern that I'm a little bit more educated on is, but like not fully like to I don't know how it works and how they build it, but with AI and them building super intelligence, but even AI like replacing jobs in general, like we don't have like as far as I know, to my knowledge, we don't have a safety net for people who are gonna be like out of jobs, however many years it's gonna be in the future. It's like what are they gonna do? Like there's like who like there's gonna be oversaturation in like the
Okay,
retail or
so
fast food.
that's a yeah, that's a very slippery slope as well. I'm not too diverse into it, but I mean, I see it everywhere. Like even in the town that I live in, they're building the second AI data center over here. My question is like, why do we have to have so many?
Right.
Um, and it because like in China, apparently they only have like 250, and they're able to do like all the things that they want to do without building any more. Or if they even if they did, they do it out in the sea, right? They don't have to do it
Oh,
on
interesting.
land.
Okay.
Um, and so in the United States, I know we're like projected for like 1,500 or some shit, and it's like, why? I mean,
Right.
what that doesn't make any sense to me. But yes, I mean, as far as jobs are concerned, it's very concerning for people. I mean, look, man, at the end of the day, AI is coming. Whether it be 250 sites, 1,500, it's coming, right? And
Right.
so, as far as people that have jobs that it's going to take over with, I mean, that's just the reality. And like trade jobs are not going to be able to be taken over. It's
Right,
only
right.
things that build computers
Well,
or even
yeah.
flipping hamburgers. But even then, it would take. McDonald's isn't going to roll out no
I,
fucking robot, not for
I
a
don't think
while.
so. I don't think that's the case. I
Yeah,
mean, like automated with
yeah.
like, for instance, I work in, well, I'm a 3D artist, so within video games and the film industry and other educational sectors, but like within the film industry, there's already like talk, like this is already going on with like a director like prompting an AI to whip out like 30 concept art pieces. Just to see different variations instead of going through an actual human being to do that. That would take time. And right, it's like it's saving them money, it's saving them time, and the director maybe has a little bit more control, perhaps. But like you're losing the human aspect out of it, and they're also doing like visualization stuff in with AI. Or like like it's like rough versions of movies essentially. Just seeing what the CGI would look like um, before they send it to finals, of course, just to see what the movement and the action and the visuals will look like. So they're already prompting AI to do that, and it gets to the point about where in the future, like it's not to this point yet, because like visual effects artists like pixel fuck the shit out of pixels, and
Yeah, 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 yeah.
there's like a lot of like specific a lot of specific shit that needs to be put in place, and supervisors and directors are very anal about that. So it's not to that point where AI is like to that point yet, but who knows what's going to happen in 5-10 years, to the point where like if it's just okay enough and we prompted this, one person did this compared to 10 people working on a shot, like what's going to be the difference if you can hardly tell, and you're just losing the human element, right? So it's kind of concerning in an ethical sense with art.
No, I mean, and you're totally correct on that. And they're already firing people to do exactly what you're talking about. Um, but yeah, I mean, at some point, I don't know, man, because like right now, you can tell the difference within the videos that you see online. But at the same time, you're right. I mean, there's a human touch to that, right? And
Right.
if they somehow perfect that to where you don't see or want that, then yeah, there's gonna be a serious fucking problem.
Right.
But
It's just like some ethical issues. It's like, why are we creating AI to replace humans with an artistic vision? Like I don't know why we're even developing that in the first place. But it also goes into like why, like creating super intelligence. Like we can't, like all these big companies are trying to do this, and I don't fully understand what super intelligence is, but essentially like they synthesize their own information, and like we can't, it's like a growing organism in a sense. Like we don't know what's intrinsically or like what's going on inside of them, but like they develop their own goals, and like this is what AI already does in the first place, and we can't always like control what the outcome is going to be like there was an example of this AI being implemented into this company's email, and it found out that two people were having an affair, and it blackmailed them. And people, like really smart people in the field of AI, are trying to create these simulations for this to not happen in the future, right? So AI acts properly and how we want it to behave. But again, it's a growing organism, and
no, well,
people
no,
are trying to.
to be clear, AI is nothing more than our set intelligence, right? Like it can't think beyond that.
So far,
No, well, I don't think it ever will. At the end of the day, it can't have a soul. It can't have a mind of its own. Like I understand, like there's been prompts or whatever about it, like having its own thoughts, but like no one can prove that. Um,
right. And like, why
but
would if it did become sentient, why would it tell us? That's another thing too.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. And at the end of the day, again, it can only think as far as that we can think, right? So the smartest human, as far as the AI can think. I mean,
Well,
period.
maybe because
Um,
like it's if it's learning off of new information that comes out, and if it can synthesize its own information and
well,
have
I mean,
something
at the end
more.
of the day, brother, I can tell you right now, no one's going to be smarter than AI going forward as far as knowledge is concerned, because AI is making people more stupid. I mean that. I mean that's just the reality. Like our kids. I mean, I don't know if you have children or not, but like
No.
most children nowadays, like my nephews, I don't have children myself. I have nephews. They look to AI for every fucking answer. They can't even like
Right.
comprehend or think outside themselves.
Right. Right.
And that goes for any child. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
it's becoming a problem where there's no cognitive thinking, there's no critical thinking. I mean, dude, it's going to get to a point where people are just like dumb as fuck. I mean, literally.
Right. Right. I do see concerns there. Like how do we get people to critically think in the first place, right? Because even when I was in high
We
school,
go back to textbooks.
right. Well, I wasn't like too concerned in high school to like really care about critical thinking until like I started really understanding myself more and being more introspective and reflective, like how I act and how I should fix myself essentially. But that was a bad way of thinking. But how I interact with other people and how they interact with me, and it got me into like just deeper thinking and critically thinking about different aspects and like
Well,
it didn't happen like from an early age. Like it took a while for me to get there. So I don't know how to like. I think having like dialogues like this is one way to show people like we can have healthy dialogues like this and be curious about stuff, right? Instead of being argumentative, like I see so many TikTok lives and their debates, and which is fine because it's educational. But like we can get to the bottom of issues like from anyone, and I believe like you say some things about immigration that I disagree with, but like even then like I think we're still aligned on like what the fucking
oh,
problem
absolutely,
what the
absolutely.
problem is.
Yeah.
And like and these are why like I really enjoy these conversations, and I appreciate you being up here because it's helping me more like how to interact with other people, like even in my real life, right? But like with more people that come up on this, and we can align, we can progress and figure out what the fuck we're doing on this earth together. And it's having these conversations, and I really truly believe the more we model these out and the more normalized it becomes, just speaking our minds like vulnerably. I think we can encourage more people to like at least be curious.
No, absolutely. I mean, there's a famous saying, I believe, that says the only way to grow is by disagreement and coming to a disagreement and trying to grow from that. I
Yeah.
mean, you and me right now, we may, like you say, disagree, but at the end of the day, the only way to grow is by talking things out,
Right.
right? There's no way of growing beyond your own ideology unless you talk to somebody else that may have a disagreement, and then somehow you guys like come to an agreement. I mean,
Right.
I totally agree with you, brother. I
I
mean,
yeah. I think as long as we keep curious, open mindedness, and understanding, if we put that into our foundation, who we are as people,
yeah,
we can literally progress. We can progress. We don't always have to agree. It's always actually a good thing that we don't all think the same way, right? It's a good thing. It's just how we navigate conversations and approach people that think differently is how we reach them and bridge the gap and come together. And I think harmony is a good thing to look at in the future, and it may not happen in my lifetime, but if we can pave the path to help people get to that point in the future, then hell yeah, I think I served my life pretty well if I'm impacting one person in my whole life, or however many people it might be, right?
yeah, absolutely, man. And God knows I love you, man. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate
As
it.
an
I do too.
individual.
You're great. You're great.
Yeah.
You've been awesome to talk to, so I really do appreciate you.
So,
But
um,
if you want to talk about anything else, you can. No one else is up in the guests, but don't feel like you have to stay either.
oh, dude, I'll say as long as we gotta go. I mean,
Okay. Okay. Nice. So you work as like you sell cars or car
no, no,
parts.
no. I sell and service automotive equipment for a brand called Hoffman. So
Service.
basically, the like when you go to like a shop and they go to raise the car up, like
Oh
on a
yeah.
lift,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I sell that. Or like if they go to change the tire on your rim, I sell the equipment for that. And then if your car is like going to the left with the steering wheel, I sell the equipment that fixes that. So
Would that be for alignment, right?
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Dude, I believe it or not, I worked at Costco as a tire installer.
No shit.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. If you can believe it or not, right? I actually did that. The only shitty part was when we got what's it called? What's it called? It's like when the tire's like really narrow. What's it called? From the rim. Uh, fuck. But those were a pain in the ass to get back on the rims.
Yeah, the tread on before the rim is hard to break, right?
Yeah, it's
Or
it's
like
it
put
was
on.
extremely difficult to get that on with the machine. But I kind of enjoyed it, and people that worked there were fun, and we always listened to music and sang along. And I wasn't who I was today. I was more of a sad, depressed, socially anxious person. And I wish I would have been like I was today, because like the people I worked with were great, and they tried to cheer me up too, and like try to get me to talk. And I really did appreciate all those people I worked with. But yeah, I was a tire installer, but that's awesome. So you sell equipment for like, what do you, I don't know, you don't have to say, but like you sell equipment for that kind
Yeah,
of
no,
that stuff.
actually, it's funny you say that because when I was younger, I actually did the job that you're talking about, but for another company, not Costco. It was an independent place,
Okay,
and
how did you
then
like that?
I ended up. Oh, dude, it sucked. And and the guy that did alignments had done like 11 years in prison. I pissed him
Whoa.
off one day, and he tried to kill me with the fucking the tire rod that you like try and break the tire with on the tire changer. He tried
Right.
to fucking unalive me, man.
What?
But
No,
no,
dude.
no, swear to God. And then I ended up. I mean, I was in a bad place at the time. I actually, dude, I've had a pretty crazy life, but after that, I ended up going to prison myself for 3 years.
Okay.
And I did the 3 years, get out, and then I went into the oil field. And I don't know if you know what the oil field is like, but that is some crazy shit. I did
Like
like
working.
44 hour.
Go ahead.
Huh?
Go ahead. Go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, I was gonna say the longest shift I ever did was 44 hours straight. I'll
Holy, that's
never.
allowed? What?
Yeah, dude.
That's
Like
insane.
literally, I there's this new kid with me. We're going back to the yard at the 44-hour shift. And I look at him, I said, "Hey man, John, look at those turkeys out in that field." And I shit you not, this kid goes, he's 18. He goes, "Boss?" And I'm like, "What?" He goes, "That's cactus, man." And I was like, "What?" And I like look back out, and sure shit, as he was right, it was cactus. And he was like, "Do you want me to drive us home?" I said, "Nah, we're 15 minutes from the yard. We're either gonna die or we won't." And we went all the way.
No, dude, isn't that crazy what the brain does though? Like when you're up that long, like I've been up for
Brother.
50. I was up for 50 hours, around 50 hours when I was in Mania last year, and I started hallucinating in the shower. But like, isn't it crazy like what the brain does like in
Yes.
that state of flow?
Yes.
That's I well, apparently you did make it safe on the ride, so
Oh,
so
we
you're
did.
still
We
you're
did.
still
We
talking to
did.
me, so
Yes. Yes.
I'm glad to hear that.
No,
Damn, dude.
they literally would make me do like, dude, I'll never forget the company man, right? I had done 36, and the company man comes out. I used to do like 30 plus every time. And
Holy cow.
what we would do is we go to these rig sites, and the actual rigs themselves, like that pump the oil into, I guess you call them vats or like containers.
Okay.
Like once you like drill into the hole, you know what I'm saying, they have the pipe, they go into the hole, and then they pump the oil out. But the beginnings of the oil is not like good, so it has to go through a process. And
Mhm.
there's like 9 tanks at the rig, right? So after it's done doing whatever they're doing, these rigs or these tanks that I'm talking about have leftover sediment that has built up over time during the process, and it has to be cleaned out, and also the outside, before it's legally allowed to go down the road.
Yeah.
So they would hire people like us to go down into these tanks with pressure washers and clean them out, and on the outside to make it legal to go down the road.
Okay.
Now, with that being said, it takes time. So,
Hmm.
anyways, I was doing 36 hours.
36 hours. That's insane, dude. That's fucking insane. I didn't think that's like legal to even
No,
like keep people that long, you know? Like how many
well,
breaks did you get?
none. I actually did the entire time. Like every time I'm talking about, I did by myself, but they would relieve my crew, and so like they would take the crew away, but they would give me another fresh crew. And I'll never forget the time the company man comes out and he goes, which is the guy that oversees the rig. He's the one that like he is the rig guy, right, or whatever.
Right.
He comes out. He goes, son, how long have you been here? And I was like, I don't know, sir. And he goes, I'm pretty goddamn sure you've seen the sun go down twice and it come up once. Are you sure you're good? And I was like, yes, sir. The job ain't done until it's done. He goes, God damn it. I like that fucking, I, you do you, boy. And he fucking
Fuck.
walked back into the office.
Fuck.
I was
That
like,
shouldn't-
holy shit.
That shouldn't be encouraged. That should like be like, no, go home, dude. Get
No,
some
they don't give a
rest.
they don't give a fuck,
That's
dude.
fucked.
And
That's fucked. I'm sorry, but that's
so
fucked.
no, and that's just when I'm out of prison. So like I do this for like 7 months, right? They
Right.
make me a pusher, which is a supervisor. I had guys like a crew of 8 or whatever. And I'll never forget because I go onto the yard when I first pull up, nothing but Mexicans, and they hire me. It was the hardest fucking job I've ever done in my life. I become a pusher, and I go to my first pushing job, and I'll never forget the guy that was the dude that like oversaw the company man. I walk in, and I go, "Hey man, I need you to sign off on this." He goes, "When the fuck did they hire a white boy for this?" And I was like, "I guess today." And he was like, "God damn!" So he signs me. Anyways, it was crazy, man. I tell you what, those gentlemen that I worked with were some of the hardest motherfucking working individuals I've ever met in my life, dude. Period.
Yeah. Sounds like a hard job.
So, oh, dude, it was very hard. So, anyways, it was about 6, 7 months later. My dad calls me, and I used to be a real fuck up. Like I mean, I was on drugs and all the things for going to prison.
Yeah.
And I guess I mean, at some point during that, I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you, brother. You don't want to go there. They're animals. I'm
Prison,
never
yeah.
going back.
I about
Yeah,
got
I'm
put in
never
prison.
like no, I'm serious, dude. When I say that place was a fucking jungle, but I'm never going back. So my dad calls me like 7 months out after getting out. By the way, he never talked to me for like 3 years, and he calls me one day and he goes, "Hey, look, I think you've changed. I believe it in my heart. Do you want to work for me?" And I was like, "Well, yeah. I don't want to do this shit." So I ended up signing on with him with Hoffman, which is the equipment that I currently sell and
Oh,
service.
dude. Yeah. Okay. Nice.
And so he goes, "Hey, look, man, I have all South Texas. You take over Houston, and that can be yours." And I'm like, "Okay, cool." So for a year, maybe a little bit less, I drove around with him, and then one day he was like, "You're gonna just have to do it yourself." And like he just sent me out to go do a job in Houston. I did it, and I did that for about 6 years, and then my dad retired recently, and I've taken over everything. So
Dude, fuck yes. That's awesome. Just hearing like your story about like where you came from and like where you are now. That's fucking amazing. I'm happy for you. I really am. Like do you when you sell stuff, like do you talk to people and try to convince them to buy your stuff compared to like competitor? Is that kind of like what
oh yeah, absolutely.
your role is? Okay.
Yeah, so my main competitor is Hunter Engineering Company, which the color is red, which ironically I hate, and blue is my favorite because that's what Hoffman is. But
Okay.
yeah, no, I mean when somebody wants to buy new equipment, it's not everyone, but when they call in or they'll like call what we call a PD rep, which is a parts distributor rep, like O'Reilly's, AutoZone,
Oh yeah.
um, Advance. Then they'll call us and they'll go, "Hey man, we need you to come do a demo," which is where I take the equipment that I try and sell to them that I have in a trailer, and I go out and I, basically, for better or worse, like show them how it works.
Okay.
Um, and 9 times out of 10, I get the deal because my shit's a lot cheaper than Hunter. So, and we don't sell bad stuff. I mean, everybody's stuff is the same. I mean, at the end of the day, it's just measuring equipment. I mean, that's the reality of it, right? It's just, some people, unfortunately, well, not unfortunately, but stubbornly at times. I mean, even I do this, right? Like, so if I go to get a car
Hmm.
or a truck, I'm going to get Ford. It doesn't matter what the fuck you try and tell me, right? Like, that's my thing. So, like, some people are the
Right.
same way with this equipment. I mean, they're going to get Hunter no matter what.
Hmm.
But there's other people that can't spend that amount of money, but they see that at the end of the day, like I'm telling you, it's a measuring device. So, and my clamps go onto the tire just like the Hunter people do, meaning that they don't go on the rim, they go on the tire. It's just a different set of, like, I guess you would call, like, sequence of events, right?
I see. I see.
Yeah, and so I mean, our stuff is just as good, but the other thing too is that, like, they're not, as far as Hoffman's concerned, for whatever reason. I mean, the name Snap On, right?
No. Well, maybe. Let me look it up. Snap on. Snap
Well, Snap
on.
On is a huge tool equipment
Oh, these. Yeah,
um,
it seems familiar. It looks familiar.
distributor, right? But they own Hoffman,
Okay.
so that's how we get our, I guess, our publicity or whatever you would call it.
Okay.
But what's funny is that Snap On themselves have their own line of equipment, just like Hoffman, called John Beam.
Hmm.
So I also have to compete with my own fucking company. It's insane, dude. I'm serious.
Whoa. Okay. Interesting.
Um,
Interesting.
but yeah, but I mean, no, I love what I do, man. I've been doing it for eight
Good.
years now,
Fuck
and
yes, dude.
I recently got my LLC set up about 2 weeks ago.
LLC sounds
Um,
familiar. That's like a what is that again? That's like a business thing, isn't it?
yeah, I mean, it's not a sole proprietor. It's like you own your own company. So, like,
Okay.
if somebody tried to sue me, they could only do it through my LLC, kind of thing.
I see. Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So, and I didn't want to do it, but my dad was like, "You got to do this in case something fucking happens." I'm like, "Whatever." Then. So I
Okay.
ended up doing it. Um, but yeah, no, I love what I do, man. I've been doing it for a long time, and
Hell yes. Hell yes. So good. That's
I
awesome.
I I literally I couldn't see myself doing anything other than this. So
I'm happy for you, man. That's awesome. Like finding that like thing that like fits you and like that you love to do and come into work to do that. I think is like the best part of like well not the best part of life, but a good part of life, right?
hell yeah, I mean, and I make decent money. Like, the biggest thing is that, like, at the end of the day, like, there's people that go 9 to 5, right?
Yeah.
And the job that I do, people call in, then I order the part, and then I go out eventually at some point. Well, I do it within reason, but I mean, at the end of the day, like, I don't have to, like, be there at a certain time. Like, I literally could just get up at 10 and, like, go and, like, be there at 12. I mean, it doesn't matter.
Nice. So like
Like,
you're like your own boss, right? In a sense.
yeah, yes, I am my own boss. The only person I answer to is my divisional, which is Glenn, and Glenn's never talked to me. So
It's just that guy that I never talked to.
no, literally, as long as I sell one piece of equipment a month, and I don't have anybody call in to Snap On directly to complain, I'm good. But
Nice, dude.
I do. Like, right now, I'm traveling to Houston, Austin. Like, next week, I'm going to Del Rio, which is 4.5 hours away.
Whoa.
Like,
Okay.
I drive a lot. I drive a lot, but I mean, who gives a shit? You know what I mean? As long I'm making $400 every time I go out on a drive, so
Oh, dude. Nice. Okay. Okay.
yeah, I don't give a fuck. Like, I mean, today in Austin, or I mean, not Austin, but Houston, this guy calls me. He's like, "Hey, I need you," and I'm like, "Okay, no problem." I made $1,000. Like, no one else's money but mine.
Right. Right.
So I mean, the job comes with perks. I ain't gonna lie, brother.
No, that's awesome, man. I'm happy that you have a job like that and
Yeah.
that it's something that you enjoy. Because like I know a lot of people don't
Oh yeah.
always have that have that, you know. So that's awesome. You found this and are thriving and doing good work. So awesome, dude. That's so cool.
What do you do, man?
So, well, I'm a 3D artist professionally, but it's a long story for why I'm still stuck in Kansas City. But I'm working at a thrift store right now as a cashier. But the store opens up in late June, so we've been just like tagging clothes, just like monotonous, like just tagging clothes all day or hanging them up. I'm just like, holy shit! But at least we can listen to our own music, which is okay. But I also got in contact with a person I do freelance with, essentially for a bank around the Midwest. I've been rendering 3D debit cards. It's like they create the logo for me. I plop it onto a 3D debit card like on my computer, right? And I animate it and put lighting on it, and so like when it rotates around, you can see like the reflection and the light, like hit the bumps of the card and whatnot. Um,
Okay.
and then render that out and then send it off, and it's really good money. So I'm glad I'm getting back into that kind of work, and it's stuff that I like to do too. So that's good. But once I get out of Kansas City, I don't know what I want to do. I could get back into 3D work. The only problem is within the film industry. So I used to work in Los Angeles, but it's very well, competitive for one, but the rise of AI is actually not a good thing. And they're outsourcing work to a lot of different countries because it's cheaper that way, and just lack of work too. There's not as much content being created as there was when I was working back in 2022. So it's not a stable job, and I just want to be stable. I literally moved like 4 places in the past 5 years. Um, I've also worked in as a military contractor developing serious games to train the army. Um, so I've been all over the place with my profession, and I'm just kind of taking a
Holy
transition.
shit.
I'm kind of like in a transitional period right now where I'm okay working at a thrift store if I'm getting like social reps, being a cashier, and I think that's a good thing. And um, just taking this as it comes, and if something comes up in the future with 3D, great. But I don't know. I'm fascinated with psychology too. So getting into school for that might be something, but I don't want to go back to school. So there's a lot of different avenues I can go, and um, I don't know what that looks like, but I'm just like I said, I'm in a transitional period right now where I'm just kind of here in Kansas City for a bit.
Well, it sounds like you got a lot of opportunity.
Yeah,
No matter what, no matter what direction you take, you know what I mean?
right. I'm sure something will come from it, right? And it's been fun going on live on TikTok at the end of the day, right? Like I've been meeting with a bunch of great people from different backgrounds and different things that people have been oh my god, TikTok, jeez, it's saying that I'm inactive for some reason. But anyways, yeah, it's been fantastic talking to people on here, and a lot of people have like the same idea of like what we want as people, right? Like people have this like idea of harmony, which is like fantastic, and like we all subjectively take that in our own different ways, and it's interesting just hearing people talk and uh, getting to like their whys and what they're doing and what excites them and whatever it might be, right? So that's been fun. We're like talking about deeper subjects, but it's been good, and I don't know where this is gonna take off. I if it doesn't take off, that's okay. I'm fine just talking to one person at night if that's what it is, right?
Oh
But
yeah.
this has been a good way to end the night because I've only been doing this for like 3 weeks straight. Well, not straight, but like pretty consistently. So, um, yeah, there's just a bunch of different things I can do at this point. And if I work at a thrift store for a while, I work at a thrift store. That's okay. So,
Brother, there is nothing wrong with that.
right, right.
Like
It's a
I
good
literally
place.
no, and to be honest with you, I mean, I didn't work there like getting paid, but I did a community service hours for a Salvation Army,
Oh yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
I mean, I tell my family all the time, like I go in front of Walmart with those motherfuckers with the bells, like ringing, and I'm like, oh no, those are fucking. They've been doing it because they went to jail. Like, but
Yeah.
but no, dude, there's nothing wrong with it, man. Let's be clear, even if you're
Right.
getting paid. And to be honest with you, if anybody looks down on you, fuck them, dude. Um,
I don't mind. Like people can think what they need to think. You know, it doesn't hurt me in any way. I know I know what I can do, and I know
well,
that
you
this
seem like
is.
a very smart and capable individual, my guy.
I
Like
appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you.
you got this is not the end of your story, my man. My man.
No, nowhere
Like,
near. I feel like my life's kind of beginning in a sense again. Like I was no like 1 year ago from now, I would not be on TikTok live. Um, there's stories
well,
behind it, but there's two women in my life that
good
I
for
met
you.
last
Good
year
for you.
that really influenced who I am today. And like it's always been inside of me to be this way, right? But like social anxiety was bad. Like I was you know depressed, just thinking negatively about myself. And really just like worked on that over the past like year or so, and um, I was homeless, man, for 3 months in November,
No shit.
from November to February, and that's where I'm living right now as a transitional home. But I was in my car, and I had a 0 degree sleeping bag and a heated blanket and a power inverter, so I was able to survive and like the negative zeros. But like, I don't mean just to bring this up just for to I don't know why I'm bringing
No,
this up.
no,
I'm
no.
just kind of rambling at this
Becoming,
point.
yeah. No,
Um,
I just say when you can become vulnerable, it shows
you're
your
easy.
true self. You know what I'm
Well, yeah,
saying?
and
And
you're easy to talk to, and I appreciate that. I tend to when I ramble, I just go all over the place, and you know I've been trying to practice being more vulnerable too, but also externalizing my thoughts. So like in the backyard, I'll walk around, and I didn't get time today to do it, but I did walk at work. But anyways, I tend to externalize my voice because there's a woman in my life that did that and she thought everything was her friend, like the birds and the trees. So like I try to do that in my own way, and I don't do it the same as her, but like I would talk out loud, and I would talk as if I'm talking to her or like maybe God or the trees or the birds or whatever it might be, right? And then I'll say that, and then I'll flip it and then take it in for me to like digest and like understand differently about myself, if that makes any sense. And it's been nice because like if I say a negative thought, like I'll catch it and I'll be more aware of it, and I'll be like, "Whoa, Brady, no, 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 whoa, just be easy on yourself, buddy. Like you got to where you
hey,
are
hey,
today because
hey,
of who
hey,
you are, right?"
I love you, man. You're good.
I appreciate you. I appreciate you.
You can like literally do all those things, say whatever you want. I'm here for you.
I appreciate you. Thank you so much, man. Thank you.
I'll never judge you, brother. You're,
You know, this is really like this is interesting because like I had a negative experience the last time I came on live. It wasn't really bad, but like when something happens where I didn't intend for that to happen, I get really not self critical, but like very reflective to the point where well, I'll just tell you the story. So a guy brought up this video he saw online of this famous actress from American Horror Story like biting the security guard and climbing a wall. And like I laughed at it. I'm like, what the heck? You can't believe in these things, right? And I might have miscommunicated because I don't know if he actually believed it or not. But then he got defensive and said, like, why are you laughing at me? And like you're calling me a liar. I'm like, I'm not calling you a liar. And like, you know, I apologized to him, and I thought about it. I'm like, well, I could have handled this a lot more differently. Like being more curious and whatnot. So even like all these experiences is really interesting, just like how to like navigate future conversations with people. So I don't know why I brought that up, but it's something that
no,
I
let's be clear, brother. Going forward for you, don't ever apologize. I mean, if you make a statement and you mean it, that's what it is. Don't try and change the directive of it, right? So, but no, I mean, you and me talking, I love it, man. Like you, at the end of the day, people have differences, and we may have disagreements, but we're agreeing right now. But like, yeah, don't listen to it's
well
hard to distinguish. Yeah, go ahead.
no I go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt. Yeah, sorry.
No, you're good. You're good.
Like I don't want to be like I'm a people pleaser. I know that, but I want to invite honest like good dialogues with people, and it makes me think about if I interacted with him in the future again, like how I would change that. I'm not trying to like change who I am for these people, but like I want people to feel comfortable opening up to me. So I shouldn't be like
You,
judgmental.
but
So
buddy, buddy,
I think it's just
buddy.
like I'm working on myself, right? I'm a work in progress always, and
But buddy, you have done nothing to make me think that you're not doing exactly what you're talking about. You're an amazing human being, dude. Like just straight up.
I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. That means a lot. That means a lot.
Like literally. I was telling my sister today, like I feel like okay, if we're gonna get deep, I guess. Um I'm telling her today, I'm like, I'm alone. I'm like, I don't have anybody.
Mm-hmm.
Like my family is like literally moved 3 hours from me.
Mm-hmm.
Immediate family anyways, and I don't have any other I don't have friends. And so it's like at the end of the day, I'm like, and I went to prison for 3 years, like I told you. Like I don't need a motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I thought, right? And so it's like I'm trying to think like in my mind, I'm like, dude, maybe I should start doing something beyond my I don't know, man. I'm like, what am I really doing with my life? Like
Mm-hmm.
no, I'm serious. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
think about it. Like for me personally, I'm living this totally isolated. I mean, it's insanity. I mean, at the end of the day, and I tell my sister, I'm like, to think if I die, they're gonna put on my fucking tombstone, death by fucking TikTok or whatever. I mean, it's just like, when I don't know, man. I'm kind of like you. Like I'm confused, but at the same time, our situations are different. I recently got into a situation where like it's not like I can just like let people be involved in my life,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just kind of weird. But no, I'm with you, man. As far as like it seems like you're alone at times, and honestly, I wish there was like more things that we could reach out to, or at least talk to people that maybe had some kind of fucking like understanding. You know what I mean? But
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I, I, I'm sorry, man. I was going off right there.
No, don't apologize, man. I appreciate you for being open and just like being this vulnerable to talk about this stuff. I think it's fantastic to say it, right? Saying it is one thing, and like look, okay, it does suck being alone, and I've been alone most of my life too. But like, look, you're making an effort to come up and like be social right now in a way, which is fantastic. Like, do you mind like how old are you, by the way?
36, bro.
Okay, yeah. So like 36. Do you like? Is there like? I guess. Are you interested in any hobbies or clubs or something to get out to like meet new people?
Dude, at this point, I would do anything.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm just like, yeah,
Do you like bars?
no.
Yeah, I understand. Like what about like the
What?
speakeasy bars, like where you can like where it's like calm and like chill?
The what?
Like speakeasies? Have you ever heard of those?
No, sir.
So there's like more chill bars, like not like I'm not thinking about bars where it's like raging like dance clubs and whatever. Um, I'm just trying to brainstorm for you. I don't know.
Are you in Texas by chance? Oh,
Kansas City.
what a shame.
I know it would have been so fun to like just hang out with you.
Yeah, no, I would love to hang with you, man. But
Right. Um, yeah, I don't know. Like, cause like what I did last year was go to Yard House, which is a famous, not famous, but it's like a restaurant around here, and I think it's international. But it's a good restaurant, like a family restaurant. But they have a nice bar with like 100 plus beers, and like the staff were amazing. Like they knew me by name, and they knew my drink orders until I started switching it up to try different things. But like that was a good place to practice being social with random people, and I met some really good people there too. Um, so I don't know what that if something like that would be worth a try. Like becoming a regular at some. Like it doesn't even have to be like a bar; it could be like a coffee shop too, or maybe even like going to the library or maybe even volunteering, of course.
What? No, you give all. I'm gonna say you give good advice, brother. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm. I mean, I got divorced like 2 years ago, and I just. I don't know. It's hard to trust people, man.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be clear. I mean, it's just it's it's so hard.
Mm-hmm.
Before that, here we are in this situation, and even then, clear as day. It's just like the other thing too is like I have a very unique like situation that has happened with me, and
Mm-hmm.
so it's hard to believe anyone for what they say, even beyond. Yeah, it's just it's hard, man.
It's hard to believe people for like any beyond what they say. What do you mean by that?
With their money or
With their
their
money?
not with their money, but like people that like want to be with you because of like this or that, right? Like, I mean, I don't give a fuck. Like at the end of the day, you and me are talking. It's not gonna end the same way, but yeah, no, I get paid. I have a thing that's very specific. It's
Mm-hmm.
individual, so I'm lucky in that fact, and yeah, I just don't trust anyone.
Yeah. Yeah. I can see it being difficult after a divorce too. Like I don't know exactly what happened, but I can see that not helping.
Well, I suck. Let's just say that.
You don't suck.
No, well, not that great either, brother.
From what you've shared with me, right? Uh, we all have our past, right? Like, I've done some stuff that's not good, um,
Well,
and
you can say that, but I'm really a piece of shit. But it,
no, 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 no. You haven't shown that to me this whole time. You haven't shown that to me this whole time. Maybe outside of like from things you've done, but like I would be careful calling yourself that because people can change, and what you showed me tonight is a guy that's intelligent and can think for himself and has worked his way up from a past that used to be bad and now is successful in a career that you enjoy, right? And it's interesting because there's always something to life that seems missing sometimes. Um, at least for me, like when I worked on Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, the Marvels and all that stuff, I was like, great, now what? And I wasn't happy. Uh, and my journey is completely different than yours, but like there's always that next thing, like what is going to make my life fulfilling? And I think everyone has a different answer, but maybe not. I don't know.
no, you're right.
So yeah, I would say you're not a piece of shit or whatever you called yourself. I would not say that.
I appreciate you, brother.
Yeah. But yeah, oh no, you left. Dang it. I was gonna keep talking. I was just trying to hold space. I don't know. Guys, what was his name again? Does anyone know what his name was? Can I ask? What was his name? What was his name? I don't see him on TikTok. I was gonna add him. Let's see here. New followers. Oh no. Oh no. Where can I... Did he comment? I don't know if he commented. Oh no. I lost him. Hopefully he adds me or comes back again. Guys, I didn't catch his name. Can I ask y'all opinion on my friend? I can go back to TikTok maybe or not TikTok but my YouTube and check. But yeah, if you have an opinion on your friend, if you want to come up, you can talk. Kitty. Yeah, there's two of us hanging out, so this can be whatever. Can I get my guitar out again? I don't know how long I'm gonna stay on. I think that was a good dialogue for the most part, and I appreciated him being open and just talking about his life. I don't know why he disconnected though. I'm kind of concerned now. I'll definitely be sure to check. Well, I'm gonna look at the comments here. Did he comment? I don't know. I kind of forgot what his profile looked like. Interesting. Anyways, we can just play. I'll stay on for, I don't know, like 3 minutes. I don't know how long I'm going to stay on, guys. But I appreciate you guys hanging out with us. Someday, my baby, when I am a man, and others taught me the best that they can. Sell me a suit and cut off my hair and send me to work in tall buildings. So it's goodbye to the sunshine, goodbye to the dew, goodbye to flowers and goodbye to you. I'm off to the subway, I must not be late. I'm going to work in tall buildings. Okay, I'm probably gonna get off for the night. It's been a good hour and a half. But I appreciate you, Paul, for hanging out, Mr. Dune Man. And with that, we're going to probably end it. So take care. Bye-bye.